In today's video, we're going to be discussing parallel circuits, and we're going to be answering 4 questions. What is a parallel circuit? What is the total voltage in a parallel circuit? What is the total resistance in a parallel circuit? And what is the total current in a parallel circuit? First off, what is a parallel circuit? Exactly what is that? A parallel circuit is a circuit that consists of 2 or more components that is connected directly across from one another and share the same voltage. In this example, you have a 10-volt source and you've got a couple of resistors. We call them R1 and R2. Notice that R1 and R2 is directly connected across from each other. And notice that both R1 and R2 is directly connected across the volt source and share the same voltage. Number 2, what is the total voltage in a parallel circuit? In this circuit, you see here where you have your 10-volt source, and both of these resistors that are connected directly across the volt source share the same 10 volts. Therefore, the total voltage in this parallel circuit is the source voltage, which is also 10 volts. The third question, what is the total resistance in a parallel circuit? This is the formula for determining the total resistance in a parallel circuit. 1 over RT. That T represents the total resistance, equals 1 over resistor R1 plus 1 over resistor R2. That equals 1 over 500 ohms. R1 is 500 ohms. Plus 1 over R2, which is also 500 ohms. That equals 1 over RT, 250 ohms. Which means that the total resistance equals 250 ohms. So I'm going to put that right here. RT, R total, equals 250 ohms. Now, we've answered what is a parallel circuit. We've answered what is the total voltage in a parallel circuit. And we have answered what is the total resistance in a parallel circuit. Now, question number 4. What is the total current in a parallel circuit? The total current in this particular parallel circuit is the total voltage, which is 10 volts, divided by the total resistance, which is 250 ohms. So IT, T means the total current, equals the total voltage, which is 10 volts, divided by the total resistance, which is 250 ohms. That equals 10 volts divided by 250 ohms equals 40 milliamps, or 0.040 amps. So now you see here IT, which is the total current, equals 0.040 amps. Now, another question which I didn't include over here is, what is the total current going through each resistor? IT, total current, also equals I1 plus I2. We'll call the current going through the 500 ohm resistor I1, and the current going through this 500 ohm resistor I2. Now, how do you find the current going through I1? You apply Ohm's law. The current going through I1 equals the 10 volts going across the I1 resistor, the R1 resistance, volts divided by the resistance, which is 500 ohms, equals 10 volts divided by 500 ohms equals 0.020 amps. So the current going through resistor 1 is 0.020 amps. Again, you have a 500 ohm resistor across the R2 resistor. The 500 ohm resistance equaling the R2 resistor, and you have 10 volts across 500 ohms. So the same ohms law applies. 10 volts divided by 500 ohms equals 0.20 amps. So across this 500 ohm resistor, or through this 500 ohm resistor, you also have 0.020 amps. The total current is the sum of these two currents flowing down through these two resistors. So now we're back to IT equals the I1 current plus the I2 current. IT equals the I1 current, which is 0.020 amps, 0.020 amps, plus the I2 current, which is also 0.020 amps, which equals 0.040 amps, which is what we got initially when we divided the 250 ohms of total resistance into the total voltage of 10 volts. This is the end of the video, and I hope I've helped somebody.